Yeah, I was lucky enough. I was lucky enough to go the last 2 years, and I was just an attendee. But this year I want to volunteer and help out. And if you are from Atlanta, you should definitely check out Passion. I think it's from the 1st to the 3rd of January this year. It'll be amazing. Yes, I will be there.
The next question, I'll be there too. But my next question for all of you is, what's your favorite project to work on outside of Vampire Diaries? Like, what other shows you did? What was your favorite?
What, like dream projects or?
Like, what projects, whatever you've done outside of Vampire Diaries, what was your favorite to do? Like other shows?
Every project I've done is special in my heart in its own way. But I guess my first movie will always be the most special in its own way. I did a Disney Channel movie, and pretty exciting stuff. And I still wish I could go back. It's about like summer camp. Now it feels more and more like work, but still wonderful work.
Sorry, I don't know why that found out funny, but did I have such a girly laugh then? Anyway, I think my first job was probably I think it's the most magical for an actor because you're so excited and you're so grateful. But I had this tiny little role in this movie called Dirty Deeds that had Brian Brown and John Goodman and Sam Worthington in it, and I had a nothing role, and I'm literally in it for I don't know, a minute and a half. But I was just so excited to be on set, and it was the first time I'd actually seen how they do it, and yeah, it was just a really magical thing, and sort of, I guess, created that fire inside you that you wanted to do this for a living, so I'd have to say that would be the same sort of thing.
I do a show half the year called Saving Hope. And I really enjoy doing that show as well. It's been a bit complicated actually juggling the two shows, but let's ask Joseph Morgan what his favourite show is outside. Working with Daniel Gillies. Not his words, not mine. I don't know. But I like Saving Hope, and I don't know, I can't answer for Joseph what it would be, but it would almost certainly be working with me.
The Immortals.
Yeah, they're the Immortals.
The Immortals. Next question. Where are we?
Right here.
I always look. Yeah.
My question is for Daniel, and I'm wondering if you're a new father, and what's your favorite part about being a father?
I mean, I just love it all. You know, last night my favorite part was just listening to her talk to me for about an hour and a half. You know, like she just, I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but then again, neither do I. You know, and just the rapidity of her breathing cycles, like just to me, it's like just listening to her breathe. It's crazy. I just don't feel like human beings should be allowed to do it. To me, it's far too transcendent and magical. You know, we shouldn't be allowed to have this power. You know, it's crazy, and it's just so beautiful. I just like every day watching her develop into something more. I love dancing and singing with her too. I gotta say that's really fun, and thank God it sort of brings us a degree of tranquility too, because she actually seems to stop, and no matter how irate or hungry or soiled she might be, whenever we're dancing and singing, she seems to find peace.
Thanks.
I get applause. Well, thank you. It's far more of an accomplishment than any of my acting.
Hi, I'm Lisa. First of all, I just want to say I love the originals, and I'm glad there's an original show.
Woo!
All weekend, everybody up here has been asked who is their favorite cast member to work with, and all of them have answered you, Daniel.
Oh. This is an embarrassment of riches today.
So my question is for you. Who is
Are you
your
doing this
favorite
because my
cast
parents are here? This is all it feels.
So which one is your favorite cast member to work with?
That's such a loaded question. And actually, well, Nate and I don't get nearly enough to do, but I do love working with all of my siblings. You know, among the originals, I've been very spoiled in that respect. And this is no small coincidence that we're here on the stage, because yesterday I got asked in an interview, like, what my favorites, what was a scene that people should look out for. I was asked in the interview, and I said, I can't name a specific scene because I think that it's all going to be kind of. Hopefully, yes. But I said that there's an actor you should look out for, and I said her name is Leah Pipes.
Just because I'm on this stage. Yeah, it'd be super
It
awkward.
is. It's just.
It's to me yesterday.
I do it. You know.
Yeah.
Any of you get on the stage with me, I'll tell her it's you. But no, Leah's so special. I can't wait for you all to sort of fall in love with her as we have, because she's amazing. There's never been anybody more present in a scene. She's like, I mean, yeah. I've done like a scene or 2 scenes with you. She makes you a lot better, trust me.
No,
You're in a
it's
scene with
this guy, come on.
it's awesome.
He's so
Anyway, the next question, Leah, for sure.
Hi guys. So I had a question for all of you, but first I just wanted, and Daniel, I don't mean to leave you out, but Nate, I wanted to thank you for sharing your stories this weekend, because hearing about like the real life miracles, it makes me more of a believer, so I really appreciate that. And Leah, you've been really sweet to me all weekend, and I just really appreciate that. So, not to leave you out, Daniel, but, and then you guys, I love you, I love all of you, but my question is, did you guys always want to act, and if you didn't, what did you want to do before, and did you study it in school, if that's what you wanted to do?
Go first, Leah.
At first, I started acting when I was like 12, so I really didn't have many other dreams or aspirations. Is kind of what I wanted to do, and I just started doing it, and I've been doing it ever since. And I really don't know what I would do if not act. I would be homeless. I would be out on the street begging for money, maybe doing a Shakespearean monologue.
I think for me, you know, sometimes your occupation finds you. I don't think it's necessarily acting that I love. I love storytelling. I love the idea of stories. I love what stories can do to people. And I think when you have that passion for storytelling, and acting is probably one of the most natural progressions, if it's not writing or whatever. But I think that that's sort of what drew me to it originally, you know. And it's one of those interesting things in life. We all have stories, and that's how we become relatable, and that's how we kind of interact through our stories. So I think that's what sort of was my passion, and that's why sort of I love acting. I love being given something and then having the responsibility to bring this sort of story to life. You know, and I have this really cool story which I want to share with you later, but I'll do it at another point if I get a chance.
Tell the story now. I'm intrigued.
Really? No, but it's not really related.
It's not.
Not really, but I'll do it next. Maybe someone asks a question, tell us what's the story, and then we'll do it. But anyway, you
What's
tell
the
us.
story?
No, we'll
What's
do it
the
next.
story?
Daniel's going to tell you.
My answer's not going to be intriguing. Trust me. I want to hear the story. Give me the story.
Really?
Yeah, give me the story.
Okay, do you guys want to hear a story? True story. So, last weekend I was in Budapest doing a convention, and it was a very, very small convention, and I like to talk a lot, as you can tell. So I thought, we've just done so many Q&As because I was the only guest there. And I was like, let's have an open forum about something that I'm really interested in, something I've been thinking about a lot, which is this idea of fate. And what is fate? And what does it mean to you? And just get a show of hands, who believes in fate in this room? Okay, who doesn't? Okay, cool. Perfect, because that's good. That's perfect. So I did the same sort of thing at this convention. I was like, who believes in fate, who doesn't? And one person put up their hand who didn't believe in fate. And I said, look, this is my idea of fate. And this is my interpretation of it. And my interpretation was that fate is simply acknowledging that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now and nowhere else. And there's an empowering thing about that. Anyway, I had this discussion with this guy, and he's like, well, I was like, what do you believe in? He's like, oh, well, I believe in science, and I don't believe in fate. I think it's just a series of events. And I was like, well, my idea is this is what fate is, and I think if, in this universe, whatever you believe, if you find a cause with your heart, the universe will always find a way. And I had this huge discussion with this guy, and we're just going back and forth about fate and what I believed. And then at the end of the convention, I was absolutely exhausted, and I said to my handler, who was looking after me, I said, I need to get away for a little bit. I'm so tired, and I've been talking all day. Can I just go to a shopping centre as far as I can get away from here, just to chill out, and to sit down, have a coffee, and just, reflect. So I went away. It was the end of the day. I was sitting there by myself, and I was like, okay, I've got to get back to my hotel. So I grabbed my hand, I said, let's go. We're walking back, and I bump into the guy that didn't believe in fate. It was a dad. He brought his daughter with him, right?
Wow.
And his daughter looks at me, and she's got the biggest smile on her face. And she's like, I'm so happy I bumped into you. I had a letter for you, and I wanted to give it to you in person, and I thought I missed my chance.
That's so cool.
And I looked at the dad, and I said, that's fate.